story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. Down a couple yards shy of the 30. 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Number 3 to Mario Douglas. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw with May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have the Patriots first down. At least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker and find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he moves up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will do. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Throwing here is May. Incomplete. Hayes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, May with it. And this time will be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly went for it and let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Everyone will the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup at 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Faking the give, Darnold. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. This will leave him again short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the middle, here's Walker. And maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
A gain of 1 yard.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football.
Seahawks
This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Darnold from the gun. Pressure Taylor. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards.
Kayvon Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Darnold down to throw. He completes this to Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it in the receiver.
Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him with what ought to be the 3rd play on this 1st quarter.
A 10-yard loss on the
Loss
play.
of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. He takes his beat to the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll really not moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first down.
They gain of 8 there on the play. And
It's a gain of 8.
2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the
At the
chains.
28-yard
Really good
line.
pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and a couple. Play action. May. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They're going to throw. May. He's got his time. It's complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's
He's
another
certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5-6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, it's May. It's complete on the screen. That's Henderson. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now back to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Henderson. 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. To make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score.
Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this out to the 29. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now it's Darnold. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. Going his way over 4 yards on the play. And it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route really helped him. The guy can turn it loose. He rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He's good. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
A 7-yard pickup.
As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
31-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw, Darnold. That one too wide, and incomplete.
And now Collins said it. least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Full right side, we're going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Seahawks 3.
Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to rock this one deep left sideline. Right to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks
offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
26-yard line.
They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
They'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
I think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go to the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start at the ground with Henderson. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Dylan Jordan. On this one, they may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss of 2.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And completes it to Henry. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Once again, it's Henderson. He's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
In the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46.
Complete to Kayshon Boutte. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's May. Pass taken in. There's big tight end. And he will have the Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route definitely effectively sneaking across the formation to an easy completion on the first down.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the into that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And it was caught. And the Patriots are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. And that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores. Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome? The extra point now for Borregales.
The extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Patriots
a 10-play drive that time.
Seahawks 3.
And it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take
Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Their own 23.
And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Over to the right side and incomplete.
The pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming out of all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's Darnold. It's a short one here. Compared to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 4. Darnold. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. 4th down for Darnold. It's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They could not convert. And they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brady, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, you see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4 quarters ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're running back, you want to just get behind these big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
It's a
Give him 4 on the carry. That'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action with May. Rush coming. He's taken down. And now bring up 4th down on the 5th. Loss of 5.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 40 to 27. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Now Darnold. It's complete to Cooper Kupp. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or else because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Darnold now to throw. Now he'll take this and run. I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe caught it 4th and inches.
I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That is incomplete. They've had to go through with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
14 yards.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seahawks called a second of their 3 timeouts.
It's a pickup of 6.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the Seahawks 16-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Run the jet sweep with Douglas. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Here's 3rd and 6. Henderson. And this won't do it. He needed 6.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be a little bit possible of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. His kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Makes the score.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Seahawks take over first and 10. They're down big here. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold. For is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. One last throw now for Darnold. Pat's going to get there. Down he goes. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in
nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Garden saying good night from Santa Clara.